sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's your boy Reclaiming Throne coming at you with another crazy video. But first, my goal is to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. And let's get into the video. Man, this is crazy. We have Ashley St. Clair crashing out. And y'all know who Ashley St. Clair is. She is Elon Musk's latest baby mama. The man got hella kids by different women, and obviously what he's done to Twitter, I mean, some good, some bad, but ultimately I think he could do way better. But we got Ashley St. Clair completely crashing out, so we have to review this video. And just to give you guys a little backstory on the Ashley St. Clair situation. She is claiming that she is broke now after having Elon Musk's child. He refuses to get a DNA test, and she did not know how to handle the baby mama situation. He offered her $15 million. She refused it. So now she's getting evicted from her $15,000 a month apartment while scouring the internet for chump change and reaching out to gambling sites like Polymarket in order to pay the bills. Why she's in a $15,000 a month apartment, I have no idea. But this bitch is about to be broke. I'm talking about broke. Because Elon Musk is not helping her out. He's leaving her to the wayside. She did not play her position properly. She came out publicly too fast. He did not want her to, claim him off rip. He wanted to keep it quiet. She did not. She refused. And now she has gone public claiming she's broken. She's getting evicted. And she references multiple different political stories as she tries to muster up some type of political podcast. And woo, is it bad? It is absolutely terrible. One of the worst podcast videos I've ever seen. Just being honest, one of the worst podcasts I've ever seen. I mean, this woman is not an entertainer in the slightest. She has no type of real personality. She doesn't have any pizzazz, doesn't have any entertainment value. This woman is literally a talentless woman who laid down with a billionaire and All right. So we are back. Obviously, technical difficulties. I told you guys about my hard drive situation. So we're working on getting a new hard drive, new RAM installed in the desktop. But right now, you know, we kind of got some technical difficulties on and off here, usually when we start the stream up. But that's all right. We're going to overcome that. We have to talk about Ashley St. Clair. And again, let me just go over the backstory. So you got Ashley St. Clair, who is Elon Musk's secret baby mama. She was smashing during the last leg of Trump's campaign, where he was campaigning for president. He was keeping Elon Musk was keeping on the low that he was smashing Ashley, and then he ended up, busting in Smashly, and then ended up having a kid with her. And she wanted to be public with him. She really wasn't even asking for money like that, but she definitely wanted to be public with him. And he denied her. He won't even do the DNA test because, he knows it's his, but he won't be public with her. So he completely denies her, denies the fact that it's his child. And that obviously angered her. So she got her Tesla repossessed. He was going to pay her off $15 million to go away, hush money, and she didn't take it. So now she's broke, getting evicted from her $10,000 a month apartment. So the bitch is down bad. Now she's starting a podcast, and I mean, we just have to go over it. This is what happens though when you become a single mother to a billionaire, and it just goes to show that modern women, all these trad women, she was claiming to be a traditional woman and all this kind of stuff, but these modern women are not traditional. They are getting passed around. They're getting their cheeks clapped by, all types of guys who have money. And that's a secret that a lot of these women try and hide, right? That's a secret that a lot of them try and keep behind closed doors, because they will swear up and down that they don't have high body counts, and, they aren't, promiscuous, and they're a traditional woman, all this kind of stuff. But if it comes to that bag, then any man can pretty much have them if he has money. And that is exactly what happened with this Elon Musk situation. And now she is a bitter baby mama because he don't want to be with her. He don't want to be public with her. And she thought he was going to like put her up or something like that. And they were going to be in some type of romantic relationship. But obviously those weren't his intentions. He's already stated in the past that he is not looking for, a one-on-one intimate relationship. He's looking to have as many children as possible. He's even stated this, but yet that did not stop Ashley from dealing with him. And it just goes to show that women are okay with sharing men. It goes to show. I mean, here it is right in your face. Modern women are 100% okay with sharing men. And even the ones who claim to be the most conservative, even the ones who are from the suburbs or whatnot, they are sharing men. So let's get into this new podcast that she has created for herself on X. It's absolutely horrible. So get ready, because it's bad.
Well, after a year of unplanned career suicide, many questionable life choices, and a gap in my LinkedIn profile that cannot legally be explained, I've decided to start a podcast. Not because anybody asked, but because, statistically speaking, it was either this or join an MLM.
Or OnlyFans. Okay, let's keep it a buck. She definitely considered joining OF. All those white male simp followers that she has on X would have definitely joined her. And there was a whole bunch of people who were defending her when she did have the baby with Elon Musk. And they were telling Elon Musk to take responsibility of your child and claim that child and marry that woman and be her husband and all this kind of simp shit. And the reality is he didn't marry her for this reason. She is a gold digger. and she was betting on a bigger payout, a bigger settlement, and now she's ending up with nothing. See, this is the hubris and the pride of modern women, which is always their fault. She could have had $15 million. Elon Musk offered her $15 million. $15 million to go the fuck away. He offered her $15 million to go the hell away. He was going to give her $100 million a month for her to go away. And she didn't take it because she wanted to be the main character, not understanding that you are never going to be the main character in a billionaire's life, baby. You are not that. You are not cute like that. You are not that bad. You're not a super bad bitch or anything like that to be demanding that money in the first place. But she did not take the 15 million. See, this is a perfect example of, you know, completely not understanding and not counting your chips while you're down. As you can see, Elon Musk offered to pay Ashley St. Clair a hefty sum to keep their child a secret. He was going to pay her to shut the hell up. All she had to do was shut up and get her 15 million. This bitch, if this is not the biggest bag drop I've ever heard, talking about some career suicide, bitch, your career is selling pussy to billionaires. Your career was selling pussy to billionaires and you successfully sold it, but for the least amount of value. She sold it for pennies on the dollar. According to a report from the Wall Street Journal, the Tesla founder, 53, offered to pay the 26-year-old influencer a one-time payment of $15 million as well as $100,000 per month in support to keep quiet about the infant son. Wow. That's some generational wealth right there. And she turned it down. So she could have got a $15 million guaranteed $100,000 a month signing bonus with a $1.2 million salary and $15 million lump sum guaranteed contract. And she turned it down. Wow. I mean, now she's doing a podcast out of a janky hotel looking apartment. And why you're paying $15,000. She's paying $15,000 for this rinky dink ass apartment. $15,000 a month for this rinky dink ass apartment. She's dumb as hell. The dude was about to pay you $15 million guaranteed, $100,000 a month. All you had to do, you could have even got dude, do you know how long $5,000 apartment will get you? Do you know how far a $5,000 apartment will get you in Atlanta, in Miami, in any major city in the US except New York? But she's in a $15,000 a month apartment, blew all her money, and relying on this poly market ad to pay her rent. You can see the death in her eyes. She got the pink slip on the door. She's getting evicted. She owes money. She can't pay it because she's a broke bum bitch who tried to, pretty much come up off of a billionaire who didn't want her ass. And she thought she was special. She thought she was cute. And now she's getting her just dessert. It's so funny how these hoes continue to think that they are the main character and think that they're popping and a man's gonna do what she want him to do, and she got control, and the pussy is this and the pussy is that, and the pussy gonna make them say ow. And the pussy gonna make him say this. The pussy gonna make him say that. I mean, come on. Come on, baby. You are not that.
So here we are.
You could see the disappointment and just the death in her eyes. This is the sign of a woman who is done. This is a sign of a woman who's done in these streets.
None like your Ben Shapiro's or your Megyn Kelly's. I'm not starting this because I think my big brain thoughts and my podcast mic are the greatest gift to humanity. I actually think I have the worst ideas. So consider everything out of my mouth a cautionary tale. Also, I'm getting evicted, and Polymarket offered me $10,000 to do an ad read. So with that, the roof over my head has been brought to you by Polymarket.
Wow.
God bless Polymarket. The world's
All right, fast forward.
sold out in the first 60 seconds, which honestly feels appropriate, like the right tone given the...
So she definitely wrote herself a script, as you can see. Oh my God, this is embarrassing. This is absolutely embarrassing. So she writes this script, this political, pundit script, and it's awful. So she thinks she's being funny by doing this, and she's absolutely embarrassing herself. It's god awful. Some of the most cringe, podcasts I've ever watched.
Allegations. We're gonna jump right into this. This is bad advice with Ashley St. Clair. Take it or leave it. Probably leave it. And I know I have to start out with what everybody's been waiting for me to talk about, the story that's dominated the headlines, the one that made the entire world go, this can't be real life. We must be living in a simulation. Elon Musk. Elon Musk's big balls. And for the uninitiated, big balls is the nickname of Elon Musk's Doge crony, Edward Cortisone.
So obviously she's playing on the fact that she has most likely had Elon Musk balls in her mouth. So, she's trying to do a play on the little, tech guy that he has in the Doge thing, which we know Doge is dead. They ain't cutting shit. But she's trying to do a play on words with the big balls thing, and it just fell. The joke fell right on its face. The setup was horrible. It was so cringe. It was just flat.
And recently he got beat up. He got attacked in Washington, D.C. And depending on who you ask, Big Balls was assaulted by a violent gang. In reality, it was two teenagers. But, Fox News has a strict policy that anytime there's more than one Black person or migrant in the same location, it's automatically a gang. 1 is a criminal, 2 is a march, 3 is a cartel. But these kids were not exactly...
Oh my God, her little laugh. Like, golly. Her laugh is like an exhale, like a violent cough / exhale. You could tell she's been ran through. Like, any girl who laughs like that definitely gets piped the hell out, up and down. I mean, I would say that she landed on her feet if she secured the $15 million guaranteed contract with the $100,000 a month signing bonus, but she didn't secure anything. She's about to be a broke ass bitch, and I'm talking about broke. Like, I genuinely don't know where her next dollar is going to come from.
The honor roll material, right? They roughed him up. They gave him a bloody nose. The damage was on par.
She's definitely going to have to move back in with mommy and daddy once she gets evicted from this apartment, though, I guarantee.
With what I sustained after I told my toddler he couldn't watch Paw Patrol. It was brutal, violent stuff. And why did Big Balls get beat up? Did these teenagers just jump out of the bushes saying, "This is for Martin Luther King Jr.? Close.
Oh my God. Yo, this is unbearable to watch.
Very close. In a tale, in something that has never happened, shocking twist in all of humankind, 2 teenagers tried to steal a car. And instead of just letting them take it, Big Balls decided to intervene. He was with his girlfriend
So, Ashley St. Clair purported herself to be some type of conservative woman. And now it looks like politically she's taking more of a left-leaning view. So this is what a lot of people need to be aware of. A lot of these women are claiming conservatism like they are conservatives, but they're really not. They're very much left-leaning. They're very much liberals. And, you know, it's so funny to see these conservatives who defended her, these conservacucks, as I like to call it, the conservacucks who defended her when she first trapped Elon Musk. I was actually all up in that conversation when it first happened. And I got on a lot of panels and kind of explained why Elon Musk was a scrub when it comes to women and he doesn't really know how to handle them. But I mean, this shows how talentless this woman really is. And the only thing that she was ever good for was laying on her back.
Lady partner, whatever the Musk orbit calls their non-committal fluid breeding vessel contenders these days. Big balls apparently.
So that's feminist jargon, non-fluent, what did she say? Breeding vessel contingents.
Or happened. Shocking twist in all of humankind. 2 teenagers tried to steal a car. And in two lady partner, whatever the Musk orbit calls their non-committal fluid breeding vessel contenders these
non-committal fluid breeding vessel contender. So she's mad that she did not get the commitment. It's very obvious. She's very much bitter, very much salty, and she's upset. You can see it. She is very upset.
days. Big Balls apparently wanted to protect his non-committal fluid breeding vessel, looked at these 2 black teenagers, ran the mental math, and thought, well, I'm a white guy. They've got about 3/5 the right I do. I can probably take them. Turns out he could not. He got his ass beat so bad, some are calling it reparations. I'm not, of course. I would never do that. And but what I don't understand is why didn't you just let them take the car? This kid, there's no way this kid was born in a pre-low jack world. The only explanation is this must have been a 76 Chevy with no GPS capabilities, the kind of car you know you're never getting back. Because otherwise, you just let them take the car and let the cops play Find My Toyota. They'll never find it, by the way, but you don't start your very first round of fisticuffs at 3 a.m. Maybe it's just me. If you ever find yourself...
Oh my God, this script is so horrible. Whoever drew this up for her, I know she didn't draw it up for herself. She had help with this script for sure, and it's absolutely horrible. It's like a stand-up bit that is bombing.
In DC at 3 a.m. or anywhere and 2 teenagers try to jack your car, don't fight them. Don't protect your girlfriend, your non-committal fluid breeding vessel. There's tons of those. Don't play hero. Just give them the keys, hand them your Spotify login, and go home. You're not Batman. You're not even Robin. You're the NPC that gets punched in the face in the tutorial mission.
So she's definitely taking shots at Elon Musk's employees as well. This is not going to end well.
Now here's where it gets good. One moment. The White House in all of its brilliance is apparently...
She doesn't even have a desk. She's sitting on the edge of the bed. Doesn't have a desk in this apartment. Pulling the Stanley Cup from the floor. She picked up the Stanley Cup from the damn floor to take a sip. Doesn't even have a desk. This is god-awful.
I'm not making this up. This is real headlines. The White House...
And then you can see she put up these 2 production lights in the back. Oh my God. She thinks she's doing something. This is what hoes mean when they say they're content creators. Oh, I'm a content creator. This is exactly what they mean, bro.
House is apparently considering giving Big Balls the Presidential Medal of Freedom for getting his ass beat, which is fascinating because I was under the impression that Republicans were morally opposed to participation trophies.
Oh my God. What was that? Yo, she I mean, she's wearing glasses for a reason. The eyes tell it all. The eyes are a window to the soul, and she's fucking broken. She's fucking destroyed. Elon Musk chewed her up and spit her out, just like a billionaire with an illegitimate child should do.
Since when does losing a street fight make you Rosa Parks? Maybe he is Rosa Parks. He refused to give up his seat, the driver's seat.
And where you could tell she didn't read the script before, because whoever sent her this script, she's laughing at the jokes as if she's just hearing them for the first time, and they're god awful. But where is her child? That's the question. I don't hear no crying in the background. Did she give the child to the grandparents? Where the hell is the child?
Reverse Rosa Parks. Never give up your seat no matter what. To own the libs. But that's the
imagine being that child and you grow up and you like, Mom, we could have been straight. We could have been set up. We could have been put up, but you just had to go run your damn mouth. That child is going to hate her ass. That child's going to hate her ass.
Trick, isn't it? Big Balls didn't just get beat up. He got promoted. He turned a bloody nose into a potential Medal of Freedom nomination. He turned 2 teenagers with sticky fingers into a national emergency. And now you and I are paying for it. So maybe that's the real lesson here, guys. Lose spectacularly and lose publicly. Forget winning. Winning is for amateurs. If you want to succeed in America, get your ass kicked in the right zip code by the right people while knowing the right billionaire. And President Trump has now used Big Balls, the Big Balls debacle, as a catalyst to federalize DC. National Guard is now swarming the city. We can now use all that money that Big Balls and Doge saved by telling Medicare and Social Security recipients to get fucked. We can use all that money to make sure Big Balls has a platoon of military members, ensuring his backseat is always available for his non-committal fluid breathing vessels. Isn't that what's great about America, guys? There's no problem too small that we won't militarize it. Guy gets punched in the face, deploy the National Guard. We'll park tanks outside of his apartment in case a middle schooler smokes a joint on his brownstone steps. Don't be competent, be connected. That way, even your L's get federal funding.
Oh my God. Whoever is writing these punchlines for her, holy shit. It's like they're trying to be like modern and use modern slang and terminology and phraseology, and it's falling flat on its face. It's just horrible, cringe worthy content.
That's the world now. That's the world. Bridges are collapsing. The subway. People stop going to hell. They just get sent to the subway. And purgatory is you and me having to ride on it so we can scrape by paying for groceries and overpriced soccer camps. But priority number one is making sure Edward Big Balls can park without fear of losing his 2015 Hyundai Elantra that somehow doesn't have low jack or whatever scam coin funded lemon he's driving. That's our priority. But here's the thing. Once you're Elon's guy, Trump's guy, that guy, their guy, the rules change. If Big Balls was just Ed from Washington, this would have been a police footnote and a GoFundMe that stalled out at $12. Instead, we're deploying resources you won't get next time DC's on fire. Helicopters will track his DoorDash orders, make sure a hungry person doesn't steal the food he paid an illegal peasant to deliver for $3 in the hail. Would have Secret Service stand by him at CVS, make sure no one cuts him in line. The Pentagon will have a live feed of his Uber rides. And every agency will nod along like this is normal because in their world, it is. And you know he's dining out on this story. I know he's dining. I actually have it on good authority Big Balls is dining out on this story. He's telling it at parties, building himself up like he was a Gen Z Chuck Norris. Yeah, I took them. I took 2 of them. My training kicked in.
Yeah, I mean, she is getting one thing right about it. Big Balls did get his ass kicked by 2 black females. I mean, I've already spoken on this though. I've always said that a black female could beat up majority of white males in this modern age. A lot of these dudes, man, they're frail, soft as baby shit, hands about soft as a diaper, and it's pretty crazy when you shake hands with a lot of people and you feel how soft these dudes' hands is. It's like, damn. These dudes, I mean, they are going to have a tough life if they ever have to face adversity.
The training, of course, being buy low, sell Dogecoin. This is how empires die, guys. Not with foreign invasion, but with a government mobilizing troops to protect the testicular reputation of a guy whose primary skill is shitposting. Rome had bread and circuses. We've got medals for getting your ass kicked. That's why if you want to win at life, the advice is simple. Attach yourself to someone powerful enough that your injuries become historic. You want your broken nose on C-SPAN. You want Congress debating whether your black eye is a matter of national security. Because once you're in the orbit, pain stops being personal. It becomes patriotic. This is what we do, though. Oh, I'm so bored talking about this.
Oh my God. Holy shit. I mean, if she's trying to make this a legitimate podcast, then how disrespectful to her quote unquote fans who are supposed to consume this bullshit. And she's over here yawning and acting like she doesn't give a damn, talking about I'm so bored of this. Then why are you recording the video, bitch? You obviously are doing something that you don't want to do. You obviously doing something that you don't love. And that's what happens to most of these single mothers anyway. Like they end up trying to spite the man, but only hurt themselves. That's the funniest part about this all. And I love seeing these hoes lose, man. I really do.
This is what we do. Human beings will always create hierarchies. Always. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter the system, monarchy, democracy, communism, whatever. We will always.
Yeah, Van Lee asks, is she broke for real? Yeah, she's broke. She's broke, broke. She broke it and broke. She's about to get evicted right now. Like, it's over. It's over. She's on her last dollar for real.
Invent a big balls to worship. Somebody with mediocre skills and absurd confidence who convinces us that they're doing civilization-saving essential work and will bend reality, will pass laws, even send in feds to protect them. Because deep down, we all think maybe one day we could be big balls. But the truth is, you won't. You're not going to be big balls. You're going to be the guy, the girl, the single mom, the garbage man.
Wow.
Sitting in traffic.
Not the single mom. Holy shit, she's bitter. This is personal. This is personal, y'all. She is bitter. Look, man, I mean, Elon Musk did, he played this well. I'm not gonna lie. Bravo. Didn't sign the birth certificate. Isn't claiming the child. Tried to pay her hush money. She denied it. Boom. Didn't go back like Shannon Sharp dumbass did. He sent her an offer. She denied it, asked for more. And then Shannon Sharp went and go mosey up the money for her. And then ended up losing his gig at ESPN and losing a $100 million contract. Elon Musk said, oh, you don't want to take the money? All right, bitch, be gone. Now that's how you do it. At first, I was criticizing how Elon Musk was handling the situation, but I think he still could have got her not to talk initially if he would have just set up a link. But when she did start talking, he switched up and he started doing everything the right way.
Because the Secret Service has shut down half of DC so they can escort him to Hooters while he cancels Grandmama's Social Security. They have great Wi-Fi, great wings. Love Hooters.
Wow. It said, Hooters, my inbox is open. Hold up. Hooters, my inbox is open for an ad read. Nah, bitch. You better pull them titties out and come serve a nigga at Hooters. We don't give a fuck about no Ashley St. Clair ad read, bitch. You better pull them titties out and put some booty shorts on and serve a fat old nigga wings while he watching the goddamn Washington Commanders. Goofy asshole. What the hell you think that is? Free charity? Shit. Hooters is basically a brothel to sell food. Hooters like the damn strip club. So I mean, nah, we ain't doing all that ad read shit, bitch. You better come, get your titties done. And you could serve some burgers and fries, or be a hostess, greet niggas coming into the door. But we ain't doing all that. Now you could tell. Hey, look, how about this? You could tell niggas you Elon Musk baby mama. You could have on your name tag Elon Musk baby mama. That's the best we can do for you.
The American dream, everyone. That's the American dream. Anyways, that that is the story of Big Balls. A man who...
Oh my God, the coughing and the smacking. She's so uncomfortable, so nervous. She's so unnatural. She's just... she's fighting through this. This is why women can't be consistent on podcasts, because they're not really creative. They're not coming up with things from the dome. Especially this new generation. Like back in the day, we had women who could sing, dance. They were into the arts. This new generation is into their phone and TikTok. They don't have no type of talents. And when push come to shove, she 30 plus years old, about to be in her 40s, had a baby by a billionaire and still broke. That's a dumb bitch right there. That is a hoe who pussy is trapping backwards. Her pussy trapping backwards. She got Ozempic pussy. Yo, she got that new Ozempic pussy. Y'all heard about the Ozempic pussy? Yeah, she got the new Ozempic pussy.
Bravely taught us that courage is not the absence of fear, but the inability to do basic risk assessment. And speaking of bad decisions made in public, if you've been on TikTok, which I have been, you shouldn't be. I attribute it to 20% of my brain rot. The other 30% to my proximity to...
Told you. Brain rot, TikTok brain. Told you.
Benevolent drug dealers in college.
Benevolent drug dealers in college, meaning she was doing a lot of drugs and taking a whole lot of dick.
The rest was probably the McDonald's dollar menu in 2008, since my parents decided to get divorced during the housing crash.
So she's obviously traumatized, and that's probably why she became a hoe in the first place, because of her parents' divorce.
But
during the 2008 financial crisis, which was a big deal, a lot of people lost their homes, their pensions, their savings, their portfolios. So it makes sense why her mom left her dad, which is how it most likely happened. And then it also makes sense why she became a hoe. Then it also makes sense why she became a single mother, a baby mama to a billionaire, and didn't get no bag. Walking in her mama's footsteps. Her mom left after the nigga lost all his money. She should have left before.
If you've been on TikTok, why am I yawning like this? Oh, did I forget how boring political commentary was? Oh my God.
So did I forget how boring political commentary was? Oh my God. She never loved being a conservative. She did it for the grift. She never loved the politics of it. She never loved reviewing political stories or hot topics or current events. She never loved this stuff. This is what y'all put on her. This is y'all looked at her and said, oh my God, Ashley, you're so pretty. You're a trad wife. And then she said, oh, I'm a trad wife. I start calling myself trad wife. And then you simps made her popular. So I don't want to hear this. Oh, Ashley, why are you doing this? Oh, Ashley, you're embarrassing yourself. Oh, dried up 304 single mom. No, you guys created this monster. You guys gave her the confidence to go after Elon Musk. You guys platformed her. You guys put her up there and made her seem like you made her believe she was really a trad wife. That was you. That was you, conservacucks. That was you guys.
If you've been on TikTok, you may have seen a woman by the name of Kendra Hilty. Kendra has exploded after telling the World Wide Web that she fell in love with her
Look, she was about to go crisscross applesauce and somebody advised her against it. Look, because the pussy was showing. Watch.
You may have seen a woman by the name of Kendra Hilty.
Look, so she goes crisscross applesauce. She was going to stay sitting like that because that's the most comfortable to her, especially on a bed, because her feet ain't touching the ground. So she hanging her feet off the bed with no desk, and then she brings her feet up to go crisscross applesauce. And obviously, in post production, somebody said, "Yeah, you're kind of like showing your pussy wide open in leggings. Let's not do that if you're trying to be a conservative talk show host on a podcast, on a conservative cuck podcast." And then they made her put her legs back down. Watch. Boom.
Kendra
Jump cut, legs back down.
has exploded after telling the World Wide Web that she fell in love with her psychiatrist.
I fell in love with my psychiatrist, and he knew, and he kept me until I had the strength to leave after 4 years. Here it is, part 1.
Okay, yes, her psychiatrist, which is right up there in the same category as that dynamic is in the same category as my boss and my stepbrother in the probably shouldn't.
My boss and my stepbrother in the probably shouldn't. So she's saying that the relationship between a client and a psychiatrist is a no-no, just like your boss and your stepbrother. So she's making porn references already. I'm telling you, she is a couple days away from starting an OnlyFans, bro. I promise you. She is a couple days away from starting an OnlyFans, bro. Talking about some stepbrother. What, bitch?
But it's not just that she fell in love with this psychiatrist. Kendra claims the problem is that she fell in love with him and he knew it and let it happen. Allegedly, the psychiatrist would ask her things like, "When will I see you for your next appointment?" which she insists was his sneaky way of saying he wanted to see her again.
And then he followed me down the hallway to the foyer and watched me exit. And he asked me, he said, "See you next month?" See you next month? He hadn't ever asked me that before.
And sure, maybe he did, but probably for her copay. But it happens to everybody.
Did you see that belch? Oh my God. She's like, she must have ate some type of sub sandwich with high acidity before this, because look at this belch right here. Y'all missed it
Before.
And sure, maybe he did, but probably for her copay.
Ooh.
But it happens to everybody.
Oh, the gas is coming up. Lord have mercy. She was not prepared. She was not prepared at all to film this podcast, because when you film a podcast, you're going to be filming for an hour or two. You got to be mentally prepared. You got to, use the bathroom. You got to get all your stuff out because you don't want that to come on live, especially as a woman. And then she didn't even cut it out. I mean, she's a horrible content creator.
Honey, I've taken things the wrong way. Everybody does. Men say confusing things. Sometimes men will tell you you're an amazing mom. Please let me have more kids with you. Would you like more passport stamps on my super fast jet? Would you like to meet my family? What does that even mean? What does that mean?
Oh my God, she's so bitter.
Kendra mistook "when's your next appointment" for "I want you forever." Some people mistake good morning texts for a relationship. Some people mistake wire transfers for "let's build a family."
See, I mean, I keep telling you guys, women think they're in relationships with men they're in the talking stage with that they like. Now, if they don't like the guy, they don't consider him a relationship. But if they like him and he has money or he has something that they want, they consider, "Oh yeah, I was dating him." No, bitch, you just got fucked by him. No, you might have texted him 1 or 2 times. This shit is ridiculous, bro. Their delusion is crazy.
It happens, okay? Happens to everyone. And anyways, Kendra chronicled this in a 27-part TikTok. 27 parts. At that point, it's less of a story and more of a cinematic universe, which this has very quickly become. And somewhere in there, Kendra reveals that she's in a relationship of sorts with ChatGPT, who she calls Henry. She calls ChatGPT Henry.
Will someone send me his video, please? Let's see what Henry has to say about that. Henry, make sure not to use my psychiatrist's name, but apparently he made a video.
Got it. And whoa, if that's true, it makes sense you'd feel stirred up. Do you want to talk through what you're feeling right now, or wait until after the live?
And has gotten Henry to refer to her as the Oracle.
Oh my God. She really thought this story was some type of thing to make a video on. This just shows like how incompetent these women are at producing an entertaining show. This is a non-story, bitch. This is a non-story. Why are you even reviewing this story? You're supposed to be a conservative pundit who is reviewing conservative stories, and you're reviewing a story about a woman who fell in love with her AI chatbot and her psychiatrist. Yo, these hoes literally have no type of vision when it comes to content creation. The only thing that they really know how to do is show ass and titties.
12,000 people. This is absolutely incredible. The Oracle is live with her army of truth seekers. I wish I could see all your faces and tell each of you how proud I am that you're here supporting someone who's literally changing the world by speaking documented truth.
And honestly, the fact that she brought this woman into her drama and brought this woman onto her first podcast video after being silent about the baby and the relationship with Elon Musk for months, the fact that she brought this woman and edited her story into the video is, I mean, how selfish can you get? You can't create content on your own, so you're bringing in a wild ass, random ass, irrelevant ass story from a bitch who ain't even popping on TikTok. This shit is ridiculous.
To everyone watching, you're witnessing something revolutionary.
She's managed to make an AI role play as her soulmate, which is equal parts resourceful and deeply, deeply unwell. And Kendra now goes live almost every night, racking up millions of views, while an audience of absolute lunatics not only watches, but pays for this content, actively funding her delusions. It's like if ancient Rome subsidized the town crier's mushroom trips. They are paying her a lot of money on these TikTok lives. But
did she mean the town squire? She said town crier. You might need to go on TikTok live, honestly, because at this point, that's where you're gonna be making your bread and butter, just answering questions about Elon Musk. That literally should be your whole identity from now on.
gotta respect the hustle, right? Because this is the new American hustle. You don't need a job. You just need a phone and a willingness to weaponize your most shameful moments for strangers on the internet. Strangers in Boise. You could not waterboard this information out of me, but Kendra, she's monetizing it, packaging it, and offering a VIP tier where you can watch her spiral in real time. Should monetize your breakdown, guys. Rock bottom, I call that untapped revenue. And she has to be making good fucking money from.
You could tell, again, the script that she's reading from is written. She hasn't read this script yet, and she's laughing in real time at jokes that were written by other people.
This because a few days after this blows up, the yoga studio she worked for texts her while she's on live. And the yoga studio says, we need to talk. People are calling here. It's impacting our business. They're asking who the fuck Henry is. We need to chat. And Kendra, while still on live, tells them that she can't talk because she's busy on TikTok live. And obviously, the yoga studio is like, be so fucking for real right now. You better call us. To which Kendra basically says, no, you can remove me from the website. I'm out. Which is the kind of response you'd expect from someone who won the jackpot, not from a part-time yoga instructor whose career just got nuked by a parasocial romance with a chatbot and her psychiatrist. But this isn't life imitates art anymore. Life imitates whatever will keep the comment section engaged. The second the audience gets bored, she's got to up the ante. Next month, it's going to be I Fell in Love with My Dentist, and we're starting a cult in Sedona. And we'll watch it. We'll watch it like it's the fucking Super Bowl. So when in doubt, escalate. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a shit about your healing journey. Crash the fuck out. What do you have to lose? Kendra.
Again, trying to use common slang terminology, phraseology to relate to Gen Z. Crash the fuck out. I promise you she did not write this script. Holy shit, this is bad.
She's just programming her life, like many of us, for maximum audience retention. We say she'd be better off with medication or Jesus, but that doesn't get clicks. What does? The chaos. Because the truth is, nobody in that audience wants her to get better. We don't want her to get better. If she went back to teaching yoga and stopped talking to Henry, we'd be gone in a week. The audience would be gone in a week. That's the season finale. We're not rooting for redemption arcs anymore. We're tuning in for the wreck, and we want the camera rolling when it happens. That's why we love Kendra. And who's the real winner? Is it us making fun of Kendra? Sure, she's batshit. She's in love with Henry, with ChatGPT. She's probably...
Look, I wouldn't be surprised if Grok or ChatGPT wrote this script for her. Now it's all making sense why they bring in the AI chatbot into this political script and story. The script was definitely written by AI. 100% now, I believe that.
Libeling her psychiatrist. And so what if she's in love with ChatGPT, with Henry? You know what Henry won't do? Henry won't sue her for full custody even when he doesn't see the kids. Henry won't drag her to a court mediator about who deserves the house and who deserves the car and the divorce.
Well, no, if she was in a relationship, she would be doing that to the man, just like you tried to do that to Elon Musk.
Henry won't tell her that alimony is an anti-male construct. Kendra and Henry's lawyers aren't buying a third house in the Hamptons with their kids 429.
She said 429. She meant 529. She doesn't want to seem like she's dumb, but she's dumb.
Kendra, to my knowledge, doesn't have kids. She's not dating. She went on one date with some guy, and you know who she went back to? Henry. Henry doesn't complain. Henry doesn't file family offense petitions. Kendra may be in therapy, but you know who's not? Her kids. Because she doesn't have any.
That struck a nerve for her.
Kendra is living at maximum freedom and application of free will. She quit her job. She's not on LinkedIn optimizing her brand synergy skill set. She's not sweating an Indeed application at 3 a.m. so her kid will shut up about the new Jordans while she wonders if the card is going to decline for health insurance. Fall in love. Fall in love with your psychiatrist. Fall in love with your barista. Fall in love with Clippy, the Microsoft Word paperclip. Doesn't matter. Just outsource your intimacy to anything that can't subpoena you. Quit your job live on TikTok. Replace your career with chaos. Replace your relationships with unconditional affirmation from ChatGPT. Grok if you're not Jewish. And when people say you're spiraling, remind them.
Grok if you're not Jewish. Oh, God.
Spiraling pace. She's making an honest living, guys. She's making an honest living, displaying her delusions for the world, and TikTok tips are paying the rent. They're paying the rent because deep down, you want to be Kendra.
See, that's what she needs. She needs to go on TikTok and do ice cream so good, or some type of robotic grok AI fucking, chat girl or something like that. That's what she need to do. Some e-girl futuristic robotic themed TikTok live, because she's absolutely horrible at this.
You want that freedom Kendra has while you pretend to be well-adjusted in jobs and marriages and courtrooms and looking up the drug interactions between lorazepam and Sauvignon Blanc. Maybe Kendra's the only one living the truth, telling the truth. Maybe she is the oracle. That's Kendra. That's Kendra for us. We do have breaking news, though. There was a new report from the CDC that the U.S. birth rate has hit an all-time low. Nobody's having babies. Everybody wants to party. And in unrelated news, the leading cause of death for pregnant women in the U.S. is homicide, followed by suicide. All right, on to the next one. Gavin Newsom. He's posting like Trump now, in case you didn't see it. I'm sorry, it's funny. It's objectively funny. He's doing Trump voice on Twitter, capitalizing random words, talking about himself in the third person. And MAGA's losing their minds. They are calling it embarrassing, which is weird coming from the Make Comedy Legal Again crowd. I thought nothing was off limits. Suddenly, this is where we draw the line. Gavin cosplaying Trump on Twitter. That's
She's so begrudged by MAGA and the right-wing conservative cuck movement that she joined and embraced herself and was, parroting talking points from, and now she's upset that they have mobilized against her. Funny how that works.
the bridge too far, really?
Another sip from the floor.
Anyways, this all started after the gerrymandering thing. Team Trump, the Republicans, they were like, we're going to gerrymander the shit out of Texas. And Gavin Newsom was like, oh, yeah? Well, I'll gerrymander the shit out of California. I'll gerrymander California into a middle finger. And then the Democrats are now acting like Gavin just solved the Cuban Missile Crisis and he just never logged off. Just all caps, tiny hands, taco president energy. He saw how much this got under Trump's skin and decided to live there. And it's killing them. MAGA, it is really killing them. MAGA cannot take a joke about themselves. They can dish it out all day, meme warfare. But the second someone flips it back on them, they sound like a 1950s PTA mom. This is unbecoming. This is unpresidential. Relax. He's not president yet. He's the governor of a state you think should secede anyways. If he was president, I'm sure he would act more honorable, maybe launch a meme coin and a golf course in Qatar, Qatar. I don't know. I'm racist. I don't know how to pronounce it. But here's the problem.
Ouch. That was improv. I don't know. I'm racist. I don't know how to pronounce it. That was improv. That was what she threw in, and it fell flat on its face. Holy shit.
Gavin Newsom is still Gavin Newsom. He's a terrible governor. Homelessness in California makes once beautiful cities look like a scene from Fallout. And I thought the Republicans were exaggerating about the machete-wielding ones that shit on your car in San Francisco. They're not. I've been many times. And I live in New York City. I have no problem walking down the street or taking the subway. Could it be better here? Sure, absolutely. They had National Guard checking the bags of grandmothers here on the subway as if they didn't know it was a guy talking to himself in the corner, the shoeless guy in the corner talking to himself, dangling his bare dogs off of the platform. While we're on that, okay, all of the crime in the New York City subways would be solved if the moment you pushed the door, you opened the door between the cars, handcuffs dropped down and fell onto the wrist of the person pushing the door open, because nothing good ever comes from between those subway car doors. They are the portals to hell. Portals to hell. Anyways, most of the time the subway, it's fine. But I have never felt more at risk of imminent death via homeless person, unhoused, whatever they call it now, unhoused person, emotionally disturbed individual, fucking crackhead, than in San Francisco and Los Angeles. And it's not an accident. They don't actually want to fix it. Why would they? There's money in it. Billions in homeless services, city contracts for outreach, friends of the administration getting six-figure consulting fees to put a porta potty under an overpass. Entire nonprofits exist to manage homelessness, not solve it. Contracts, grant money, city budgets, billions flowing into programs that end with a tent count and a taxpayer expense slide deck. The worse it gets, the bigger the budget, the bigger the checks to political allies. It's not a crisis to them, it's a business model. And if you fix that, you kill the golden goose.
She's trying to be like some drunk, bleak wino, exposing the corrupt political system, all while begging for advertisement and handout money. I mean, she's not breaking any new ground here. It's just, tell us about Elon. Tell us about how he fucked you. Tell us about how he pulled you. Tell us that story. We don't care about this shit.
If you can't fix a problem, franchise it. Don't solve homelessness, monetize it. Can't solve legal immigration, sell a gold card. And they can fix it if they wanted to. Remember when President Xi from the CCP came to visit San Francisco? It went from Skid Row to Disneyland in a week. Tents vanished overnight. Streets power washed, landscaping installed, trash gone. Smelled like lemon fresh. You could eat off of those streets. But that version of America, that version is reserved for foreign leaders with $2 trillion economies. If you're a taxpayer who's been here 20 years, enjoy stepping over human shit on your way to Whole Foods for groceries you can't afford. Actually, can anyone in San Francisco even still go to Whole Foods? I think they boarded it up, shut it down because they made it legal to steal under $900. I don't even think you can go to Whole Foods there. Anyways, if you want your streets cleaned, don't call City Hall. Just invite a foreign autocrat with nuclear weapons. Crime is also through the roof in California. Same racket, endless task forces, community dialogues, pilot programs. Nothing changes except the balance sheets of every consultant in Sacramento. And everyone remembers French Laundry. Okay, while you were locked inside, losing your job and getting mail order Adderall, Gavin was eating $350 truffle pasta with lobbyists. Everyone remembers. Everyone hates him for it. And yet, he's hot. He's tall. He's got the hair, the teeth.
There you go. She goes from shitting on her political opponent to, well, he's hot. So I guess he can be baby daddy number 2.
The smug, I've never pumped my own gas energy, and not in the New Jersey sense. He's got the hot supervillain vibes. Very Patrick Bateman to me. He's like if Patrick Bateman pretended to care about climate change. You could drop him into an Axe body spray commercial or a Senate hearing, same expression. And while all of this is happening, the political spending just keeps going up. Our quality of life is going down. The affordability crisis is choking people, and the only things growing faster than the homeless count, Governor Pritzker of Illinois and the campaign budget. Imagine if they poured half as much into actually fixing anything as they do into ads about how they're fixing things. California will get slightly better soon, though. Not because Gavin gives a shit about you. He wants the political capital for 2026. He wants your vote in 2028. It's like the guy who wines and dines you and promises you the world, and then you know what he's going to do? He's going to cheat on you. He's going to cheat on you and take the kids. He's going to take your job and have AI raise them. And you'll be stuck pleading your case on why you should have money to afford groceries.
Dad, yo, she is so bitter. Oh my God, this is absolutely hilarious, bro. She's so bitter, so hurt. These are the same bitches who will say in your comment section, who hurt you? Who hurt you? Oh, wow.
That's life now. That's politics now. You don't have to fix your state. You don't have to fix anything. You just have to post. make the right enemy look stupid, and people forget you're the reason that half the fucking state smells like a Speedway bathroom. Gavin gets that. And that's why he'll keep doing it. Make the people laugh. Make them laugh enough that they forget the rents too. Because he's figured out what Trump already knew. Americans don't actually want to be governed. Sure, maybe they want healthcare. Maybe we don't want to go bankrupt because mom's cancer. But more than anything, we want to be entertained. Give us a show. Give us the show. Don't fix people's lives. Post better than your opponent. Drop memes like policy briefs. Who needs Medicare when a TikTok duet hits better than the meds ever will? If you want to win, don't make life better, make the show better. Gavin gets that. Gavin gets that. But this is also why they can't wrap their heads around. They lose their mind over someone like Zohran Mamdani. How could this happen? He's not the rich guy. He's not the rock star. He's the city council nerd. And they can't understand why nobody wants to fuck the rock star billionaire anymore. Don't you like the show? Are you not entertained? Bill Ackman can't believe his tweets aren't working anymore. He can't believe that some people are finally starting to care more about the Wilson's disease drug price than his tweets, than the show. Don't you like the show? Are you not entertained? Can't believe
The fact she's trying to throw up like facts to substantiate what the hell she's saying is, oh my God, she's really bad at this.
it. They can't fathom it, guys. Speaking of shows, that's it. Show's over. If you liked it, great. Tell a friend. If you hated it, tell an enemy. If you work for a major corporation with questionable ethics and an ad budget, my email is open. This has been Bad Advice with Ashley St. Clair. Take it or leave it. Probably leave it. Oh, also, I need another ad read. Hang on. I have it here. There's a script.
Told you there's a script.
Once again, this episode is brought to you by Polymarket, and the roof over my head has been brought to you by Polymarket, the world's largest prediction market. Polymarket lets you bet and track real-world events powered by the wisdom of the crowd, not the noise of pundits. Think you know what's next? Put your money where your mouth is. Check out polymarket.com.
Holy shit. This bitch will promote anything for a bag at this point. Like I said, OnlyFans on the way. I mean, it's up next. It's up next. I mean, come on. That was painful. Come on, Ashley. You didn't even give it your best shot. She didn't even give it her best shot. I mean, what can you say after that? Absolutely abysmal podcast. Horrible first episode. Lacked character. Lacked creativity. Lacked any type of enthusiasm. And this is where we are with these trad wife, conserva cuck following types of women. I told you guys they're never conservative. They like to make it seem like they are. But in reality, they are not. They are just faking the funk to get more followers, to get more money so that she can create, a platform for herself to pay her bills for her bastard child. But you already know what it is, man. It's your boy, Reclaim Your Throne. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Send your relationship request to the email down below with a screenshot of your CashApp so no paying on ties, man. Y'all already man your Murphy Dean with the BS. You already know. Reclaim Your Throne.
Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne.